Hello, this is Victor Cuevas with Victor for Advice, your safe money advisor. I wanted to show you this article I was reading in my Think Advisor online magazine. I have different online advisory magazines that I subscribe to. And the author here is a guy that's been in the industry for 30 years. I've been 26 plus years, and we come from similar backgrounds. We're both safe money guys, but come from different backgrounds. I'm banking to securities world to safe money, and he's got a similar securities to safe money world. But this is a very cool article. It's kind of hilarious, but I wanted to show it to you because I know you can relate to this. Many of you who have money in 401ks, IRAs, or in the stock market, especially if they're targeted for retirement in the future. So the article is 6 things never to say to clients when the market drops. And this is really an article designed for guys like me or for people who have clients that they work with. So very cool stuff. So he starts by saying, you know how it goes, market decline, account value drops, clients get nervous, call for you for advice, and now it's up to you to provide comfort and reassurance. And what do you say? You probably have some well-rehearsed words of wisdom. Yes, they do. But here's my question. Are those soothing comfort words even true? And do they have any idea, and do you have any idea what a savvy client might be thinking when you say these things out loud? Here are some common comforting phrases that we all have probably used in some form or another in our careers, and hopefully never will again. I love the way he's wording this, because a lot of clients now are starting to get it. And when their advisors tell them certain things, they go, I don't know about that. So here's number one. What we say, the advisors, it's just a paper loss. When your account goes down in value, and who knows when it will come back up again, your advisor says, well, it's just a paper loss. And here's what the client is thinking. Well, I think paper loss means I just lost a lot of my money. By the way, you never told me not to get excited when my accounts went up because it was just a paper gain. Yeah, when my account went up, you didn't say, oh, it's just a paper gain. Hey, look at all the money you've made, is what they say. It goes down in value. Oh, it's just a paper loss. Don't worry about it. Right. Number two, here's what the advisor says. Stocks will outperform in the long run. How many times have you heard that? Hey, for the long term, they will outperform those stocks. What our clients think. Outperform what? CDs, bonds, real estate, commodities, everything? How long is the long run? Will I be able to enjoy that performance? I would like to know, because the truth is, in the long run, I'll be dead. It's beautiful. When someone is 55 years old, hey, don't worry, it'll come back. It's good for the long run. Well, how about when you're 65 years old and your market and your account goes down 40%? Number three, what to say? Now is a good time to buy. You've heard that one, right? What our clients think. Really? It does not seem like you realize a good time to sell. How can I be sure you recognize a good time to buy? I mean, when my account was dropping like a rock, did you tell me to sell? No. So if you can't tell me when it's a good time to sell, how can you tell me it's a good time to buy? Has there ever been a single day in your entire career that you did not accept money from a client because you thought it was a bad time to buy? In other words, as a financial advisor, you're going to take someone's money anytime they come to you. Hey, good time, bad time, whatever, give me your money. I want those assets under management. So Funny. Number 4, you cannot time the market. Good time to buy, good time to sell. No, well, you can't time the market. You just have to be consistent and just keep putting money in on a consistent basis. All right. Well, what does our client think? Then how do you know it's a good time to buy? How are you saying that there is no are you saying that there is no exit strategy? Really, there is no exit strategy for your typical financial advisor. Are you saying that I should be 100% invested 100% of the time? What are you saying? Number 5, what the advisor says. Most analysts are predicting that our clients think, how often have they been right? Truth is, folks, most analysts aren't right most of the time. Did they predict the last recession? No. How many respected analysts disagree with your analyst? So, you have a financial advisor who works with a firm, and they have their own analyst. Well, they're putting your money with a third-party certified financial analyst. And they're saying something. But these analysts over here are saying something different. Who knows? So that's what your client is saying. How many respected analysts disagree with your analyst? Do they have to look me in the eye if they get it wrong? Keep your money in the market. I'm keeping an eye on it. It goes down, and then what do you say? Well, you can't time the market. You got to stay in there with the long term. It's a good time to buy. None of that is giving comfort to a client. What we say, I understand how you feel. The client, I doubt it. Oh my goodness, I love it. What we should say. It is never enjoyable to have a meeting to discuss the losses you are currently seeing in your portfolio. I have, however, prepared a detailed analysis of each holding that lost money. Some are good companies that we should keep, and I will show you why. Others have turned out to have problems that are unlikely to be fixed in time for them to be useful to us. We will probably want to get rid of those. I do not know what you are feeling in the pit of your stomach right now, but I do know that your objectives for this account are, and we are still on track, and I know what the objectives for this account are, and we're still on track. If this downturn is causing you to rethink your objectives, then we need to have that discussion today. What our clients think. Well, I am not happy, but my advisor at least seems to understand what is going on with me and with my investments. At least they seem in touch with reality and are not trying to sugarcoat anything. I will at least listen to the advice and see if it makes sense to me. Then he ends by saying we must stop saying meaninglessly and often erroneous things if our clients ever think we are trying to deflect responsibility for our recommendations. We lose. Look, folks, look at this. He says, I have prepared a detailed analysis of each holding that lost money. When you go to these financial advisors and they put you on certain stocks or certain mutual funds or certain third-party investments, they were supposed to already analyze those things to begin with. So then those things don't work out right and your money goes down. So they have another, well, we're going to have to analyze them again to see where they went wrong. And those aren't meeting your needs any longer. So we'll get rid of it. We'll find some other things that meet your objectives. Folks, I've been there. I did all that stuff and found out it's just a bunch of hogwash. You're constantly trying to come up with something that's going to meet your needs. And guess what? All of it is going to go into the toilet when the market goes in the toilet. And your advisor is not going to be able to do anything to stop it. Because here's what he's afraid of. Oh, it's going down. Well, just to make sure, I'm going to get my client all out of the market and put him into cash. And then the market stops right there and takes like a rocket. And then the client is looking at you like, wait, you took me out. And now look what the market has done. So then you say, well, I don't want that to happen. So what I'll just do is I'll leave it in there. But you just never know when the market is going to turn around. Remember? Well, you can't time the market. So now all of a sudden, just like that, your client's money is down 40%. You see, folks, this is what I'm trying to get you to realize. Your money, your nest egg money, the money that you want to grow for retirement someday, does not need to be directly in the market. Now, I understand that you want that money to grow, and it needs to grow, so that someday when you retire, you're going to have a nice nest egg you can draw money from. But there's a way to grow your money according to what the stock market does and get good returns without your money being in the market. So what happens is when the market is in the toilet, you don't lose a dime of your money. And when the market is doing well, you make nice returns. You get it? You make nice returns. Let me give you an analogy before I terminate this video. I'm going to Las Vegas here next week. What's the date? It's the 9th of July. I'm filming this. Next week, I'll be in Las Vegas for 3 days for a meeting of safe money guys like me. We're meeting in Las Vegas to discuss some things, right? So let's suppose while I'm there, I want to go and play at the Play 21. So I go to the table and not wanting to lose money, like I'm averse to losing money. That's why I'm a safe money guy. I just go in there with $20 and I'm going to put $5 bets. So here is a table, the blackjack table there, and I put $5 down, $5 chip. The dealer deals the cards, and I look at my cards, and I've got a 10, and then I've got a 5, and I go, ooh, well, I'm not going to win with a 15. I go, hit me again, and I get a 3, and I have 18, and I go, well, I'm sitting right there. The dealer brings his cards up, and he busts. All right, so guess what? I just made some money, so I'm feeling pretty good. And I go, you know what? If I lose my $20, I don't care. I'm just here to have a little fun for a few minutes. Let it all ride. So then it deals again. And what do you know? I just hit 21. Boom. I win the hand. And I get more money. And I go, what the heck? I'm willing to lose $20 to risk $20 to make $50 or $60. Let it ride. And then I get, a 10, I get a 9. I'm going, oh, I think I'm going to win 3 times in a row. He gets 21, and I lose a hand. And I'm going, oh, well. So I kind of sit back and go, well, I just lost my winnings. I've still got some money here. And then he goes to shuffling the cards again, and starts dealing the cards, and I go, wait a minute, what? You didn't take my money, I lost. As I know. Well, don't I lose my money? No. We have a different rule at this table. You see, if you win, you keep your winnings. If you win, you make money. If you lose, you keep your winnings. I go, wait a minute. I don't think I got that right. Can you tell me that again? What are the rules again? The rules is if you bet money, and if you win, you make money. But if you lose the hand, you get to keep what you made. If you keep losing, you just keep the money you've already made, and then every time you win, you're going to make money. I go, excuse me, can I come back in a few minutes and continue to play? Sure. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get me some more chips. I'm going to lay big bets on that. Do you see what I mean, folks? And this is what I'm talking about when you save for your future the safe money way. You put your money in. The stock market does well. You get interest credited to your account, and that interest is locked in. All right? Now, if the stock market doesn't do well and it ends up negative for that year, guess what? Your earnings, your money, and the money you've earned on the money you saved stays right there. You don't lose it. Stock market does well, you make money. Stock market tanks, you stay where you're at. You see, when you save for your future that way, and you work with somebody like me who puts you in those kinds of financial strategies, those financial products, none of these questions ever have to arise. I'm never going to tell you it's a paper loss. I'm never going to have to say, well, stocks will outperform in the long run. Just stay in there. You'll make up those losses and you'll be ahead in the long run. I don't have to try to play that game. Now's a good time to buy. It's always a good time to buy when you're doing it the safe money way. You cannot time the market. Who wants to time the market? I don't care about timing the market. You won't have to care about timing the market. Hey, if the market does well, you make money. If it doesn't, you stay pat. More analysis. Most analysts are predicting. I don't care what the analysts say. I know there are going to be, most years the market is going to be up. Some years the market is going to be down. I don't care. You don't have to care. You know, long term, your money is going to be, since you're never going to lose a dime due to anything what happens in the market, you know, long term, you're going to make great money. You're going to have a nice return on your money because you're never going to take a loss. I understand how you feel. I don't have to worry about understanding how you feel about taking a loss because you're not going to take a loss. So, folks, I hope this has been helpful to kind of give you an idea, along with an analogy, an example of what it means to save for your future safely and still get a good return. And make sure that you have a nice nest egg that, by the way, when it comes time to retire, will pay out an income for life, guaranteed, no matter what, even if you run out of money. The best way to save for your future is using the safe money strategies that we do with our clients. This is Victor Cuevas, Victor for Advice. Go ahead and contact me and just talk about your situation and see how we can make it better for you. God bless.